What's up guys, Ben Smith here, back with another video for Combat Your Fat, and yes, I do train legs. So basically we were pyramiding a 5-3-1 style workout today. So starting our workout with squats, obviously warming up a few times with the bar, then I warmed up with 40%, 50% and 60% of your 1 rep max, hitting 5 reps and then 3 reps. Then moving on to your working sets where you hit 65%, 75% and 85% of your 1 rep max. 5 reps on the 65, 5 reps on the 75, and then on the 85% you aim at it, so you hit your 5 reps plus whatever you can do to failure. Then obviously working back down, so once you've hit your failure on your 85%, you hit 5 reps on the 75%, and then you aim at the 65%. Yeah, so again obviously failure on 65%. So this is my 65% on the way back down. So I was just aim mapping, I think again 65 kilos, doing 22 reps I think. So my squat's pretty poor. I think it's more down to the fact of my glutes aren't firing. So it's something I'm going to work on, hopefully strengthen up in the squat. So then we moved on to the leg press, hitting a real wide stance, doing 5 sets of 20 reps. So really sort of hammering the quads, and obviously the lower you get, the more you sort of feel the stretch in your glutes and hamstrings. Yeah, so this was pretty difficult, especially after hitting the pyramid on the squats. But it was good and effective. Then we moved on to hyperextensions. Probably seen us do these before in some of the previous videos. Hitting a rubber band. As you can see, we've got 5 steps, 5 rises. They're just increasing the angle, making it a little bit more difficult, and then obviously adding a resistance band to make it more difficult. So, oddly enough, for me and Bernie, we both felt this in completely different areas. This was really hammering Bernie's hamstrings, whereas for me, I could really feel it in my lower back. So probably just down to the sort of where we sort of feel the squat more, or what fires, what sort of order we fire in. For me it is very lower back dominant, this exercise, but I do feel it in my hamstrings when I finish and sort of get up. They do feel quite tight. So, but this is good because again this will help improve the squat. It will also help improve deadlifts and things like that. Something where you need a nice strong core and lower back to hammer out. So we done 4 sets of 15 reps with the band. So again, so the idea here really, obviously you want to be as far forward as possible to get a nice stretch on hamstrings, glutes and lower back. But you don't want to come up too far that you're hyperextending the back or the spine. So just keeping it nice and strong coming up. As you can see, my last few reps here were a big struggle, just trying to get up in the first place. So we moved on to some hamstring curls using the resistance band again. Slightly different, obviously we don't tend to use isolation machines in our workouts, but we did want to sort of try and target the hamstrings, especially seeing as the first sort of, the leg press and the exercise after is pretty quad dominant. I think the idea here really was focusing on compensatory acceleration, which is a POS word for basically contracting fast and controlling the movement on the way down. So again, the reason we do that is it does tend to really hit the fast twitch fibres a lot, the type 2B fast twitch muscle fibres a lot more, stimulating a lot more growth and either sort of size or strength. So Cool, so then we moved on to some cable pull-throughs. You can do these with a variety of different bits of equipment. We were doing it obviously with the cable machine and a set of ropes. This one here, I believe, is for the ladies. This is really just to strengthen hamstring, glutes and lower back again. Help both with the squat and the deadlift. So it's a nice assisting exercise. Idea is to come down, get a real nice stretch and then a nice powerful thrust forward. Okay, then moved on to the finale, or the finisher. Kind of like sled pulls, but I was pulling Big Bernie instead. Basically, it was just me doing the pulling, but the ultimate finisher was the fact that I had to just keep going and going. We managed to do 12 lengths, so there and back would have been 2 lengths. Okay. So obviously 6 in total. This was difficult. Obviously Bernie was changing the resistance every now and then, so sometimes it was real difficult in terms of really hitting the quads, burning, struggling to even pull, and then other times it was all a bit more speed, so really getting the heart rate up and sort of hitting the cardio a lot more. By sort of about, I don't know, 6 to 7 laps, my quads and calves were burning, but I do really enjoy this exercise, especially as a finisher, because it really does build the lactic acid up in the muscle, really gets quite a nice burn, but at the same time it's a good real cardio workout, all round workout, so give you a little fitness all over really. So when you're doing any sort of type of pulling exercise, whether it's a sled or somebody else, apart from obviously if you're in the club pulling, different kind of pulling, you know what I mean? You want to really be just digging the balls of your feet in to the floor and driving through with your quads, pushing down, almost like you're just trying to sprint. This will help if you're sport specific. If you're trying to increase your speed, this will help with that as well. Just a really good all-round exercise. So that was my 10. So this is the last 2. Yeah, it was difficult now because my heart rate was elevated, mouth was dry, cardio was getting hammered, quads were tired, calves were tired. So cool, cheers for watching guys. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos on Combat Your Fat. I am pretty much filming a lot of my workouts at the moment, so you guys can check out my progress, how I'm getting on. And like I mentioned in one of my other videos, I am training towards competing in the Fit Factor at Body Power Expo 2014 in May. So fingers crossed for that. Training pretty hard, as you can see. So I will be posting up a lot more videos of my workouts. Don't forget to check out Bernie's channel, which is Fortified Strength, and a few more of our workouts on there. Take it easy, guys.